after reading the reports. She could hardly talk over the phone, but nevertheless informed us. In the meanwhile, in another city, my maternal uncle had to consult a doctor. He was my mother's eldest brother, our mama. He liked to have discipline. During a family get together, none of us would dare to sit and eat with him because he would not let us drink water in the middle of any meal, only after 30 minutes of meal completion. On top of it, he would instruct the ladies of our family to prepare common meal for everyone. No need to prepare less spicy food for children. They should have the habit of eating whatever is cooked. His instructions were loud and clear. Whew. Imagine our situation. If the food is spicy, we can't even ask for water because then we will nicely get from Mama. In the meanwhile, in yet another city, my mom's elder sister had to consult a doctor. This Masi of mine was very beautiful. She was also our favorite because every time she visited us, she would bring a lot of gifts. Her choice of jewelry and clothes was par excellence. She would also act as a personal hairdresser. She would make a variety of hairstyles of her hair depending on her clothes. All three of them, Kaka, Mama, and Masi, died one after the other. The saddest part was they did not die their natural death out of old age. 3 deaths of my beloved people, and the culprit was one: cancer. 4th of February is the World Cancer Day. I have seen them lead a torturous life. The treatment, which is supposed to heal the patients, is not that soothing because chemotherapy and radiation have lots of side effects. I have seen their tall, straight bodies shrink into a small bag of bones. I was deeply saddened. Is there anything I can do for them or for people like them? Well, I'm not a doctor to treat them. I'm not a nurse to serve them. I'm not a counselor to console them. I am not a philanthropist to pay for their treatment. I don't even own a hospital to offer them free treatment. Is there nothing I can do? Then one fine day, I came across a blog post. That is doable, I thought to myself. Doable, but not easy. It's not easy to part away with something that defines the beauty of a lady. After a lot of ifs and buts, I finally converted myself into a glamorous lady. I went bald and donated my hair for the wigs of cancer patients required after chemotherapy. These wigs help restore their lost self-confidence. It also gives them a sense of normalcy. That is all I could do. Over to you, contest chair.
I'm still left in thoughts from Toastmaster Swati's wonderful speech that she delivered today on creating awareness about World Cancer Day. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Toastmaster Swati delivered a wonderful speech today on creating awareness and bringing to our thoughts how she suffered, how our family suffered from the disease that is cancer. Now, moving on to some points that I liked the most about her speech. Number one, it was, of course, a very touching topic, but she delivered that topic from her heart. All the content that was there, all the suffering that was there, I could feel it because it came naturally. And I don't think I've seen a more natural speaker, natural delivery from anyone else. Point number two, throughout the speech, she also made sure that not just delivery, she also had the content for that through her different stories that she had of sufferings of cancer through her life. She made sure that we also know the story of the different sufferings that her family faced in their lives through the different anecdotes that not only help us connect to her speech, but it put us in our thoughts that what if that happened to our family members. Thirdly, she had wonderful voice modulation. She had a lot of role play in her story, and that voice modulation complemented that really well. Because I was able to differentiate that who was your uncle, who was your aunt, how did they, behave with you when you were a child, how they were strict with you, how they pampered you and everything. I could get that from the story through the different role plays and different voice modulation through that you did. Now, we know that life is all about growth, and so is a good speaker. I have a couple of points for recommendation for your speech that you can use and take it to the next level. First of all, there was supposed to be a strong speech with a strong message, but I felt that the delivery was lacking in some part. I felt that was a bit timid. So what could you do about that? You should use a very loud voice. I mean, not very loud, but you should use a louder voice so that everybody can hear your points clearly and everybody can feel the tremor in their heart. Because it has to reach their thoughts, it has to reach their minds. This is something that has to be delivered strongly. Number two, I felt the conclusion was a bit abrupt. In such kind of speeches where you're trying to inspire or inspire people, you have to have a take-home message, which is very obvious, which is very explicitly told to them, so that they can do something about it. What do you want the audience to do? Get inspired, spread awareness about cancer, do more research. What do you want us to do? You should tell us explicitly, and we'll do that as you want. Overall, I believe, though, it was a great, inspiring speech about how you felt, your family and you went through suffering through cancer, and trying to create awareness about it. Was delivered. It was delivered with wonderful stories, but you could try to employ a couple of points of improvements, and that will take the speech to the next level. That's it from my side. Back to